The next speaker is Harry Bronozian. He is the one who does have a disclosure. He'll disclose as well. He is the president of Custom Probiotics. He comes to us through a very long and journey. I'm going to say a distinguished journey. He started out in Beirut, where he got his first degree in chemical engineering, I believe. He went to Manchester, London, got his second degree in petrochemical engineering. And then finally started light and came to USC and got a degree in chemical engineering. He then spent about 20 years working in the waste management industry as a designer. And somehow he got an idea, I'm not sure how, maybe he'll tell us, he got an idea about probiotics and their possible benefits and started a company and is actually doing very active in our community, beneficial to our patients. We're really seeing some good work coming out of his laboratories, and our patients seem to be doing well. So we've asked him to come and talk and give us a bit of a primer on probiotics.
Good morning. The sewage treatment and digestive system are very similar. Sewage treatment is an aerobic process. The digestive system is an anaerobic sewage treatment, let's say. And in the aerobic process, it takes normally in the sewage treatment, it takes 1 day of aeration. In the anaerobic processes, in sewage treatment, it takes maybe 1 week. So it's a slower process. What a comparison, huh? But that's the way it is. I'm going to be talking about intestinal microflora because that's the essential topic. Deals with the digestive system because understanding intestinal microflora will make us better understand what's going on in the digestive system and why. So we have about 100 trillion bacteria in the digestive system, as well as it starts from the mouth, the small and large intestines, as well as the vaginal area. And there are more than 400 different kinds of bacteria. And we have about 2 to 3 pounds or even 4 pounds of bacteria in our digestive system, good and bad bacteria, total. And here you can see the bacterial concentration. As we go down in the digestive system, the bacterial concentration is greatly increased. And 90% of the bacteria are in the colonic area. That is why, in my opinion, we can have colon cancer, but we cannot have a small intestinal cancer because the majority are in the large intestine. And we have, therefore, harmful as well as beneficial bacteria. And the harmful, the ones that we encounter a lot is Clostridium difficile, and where you have a lot of diarrhea situation and people take a lot of antibiotics. And we have, of course, the good bacteria, which is we have the lactobacilli, which is we have about 15 different kinds of lactobacilli, and we have about 10 different kinds of bifidobacteria. This is just a picture of the digestive system, which I'll just pass. And here again is a very nice table where it indicates the bacterial concentration from mouth to the colonic area. As you can see, as we go down in the digestive system, the bacterial concentration goes up. And as we can see that the lactobacilli in the small intestine is equal to the bifidobacteria. But when we go to the colonic area, the majority are bifidobacteria. This is a demonstration of the intestinal immune system, and we see a lot of the villi. The surface area of the digestive system is the size of a tennis court. Because of the villi, there are so many villi that the whole surface area is huge. And therefore, when we want to improve the intestinal microflora, it takes some time. Depends on the dosage that you're using. Probiotics, and I will talk about that. This is a very important picture, let's say. What are the factors that affect the intestinal microflora? Let's start from mode of birth, whether it's C-section or vaginal. If the child is C-section born, they get the bacteria from the environment of the hospital, and therefore it's not as good as the normal vaginal birth. However, if the mother has some problems, then that will affect the child as well through the vaginal. That's why the second one is maternal flora. And therefore, it's very important that during childbirth, especially before, one should really take care of their health, as well as if they're going to take antibiotics, it's important that they also take probiotics so that their flora is in good shape. And and even after that, if they have some questions about their health, they can always give probiotics to the infant, the newborn. Then the infant environment, which is, I guess, antibiotics and drugs, very important. The child is born, before the child is born, if the mother is taking antibiotics, that will affect the flora of the mother and will pass maybe to the child. And if the child born, they have a lot of ear infections, and boom, they get antibiotics. That will affect negatively the intestinal microflora. Probiotics, of course, will help normalize the flora. Of course, it depends on the formulation that you have as well as the dosage. Then we have the non-digestible carbohydrates, prebiotics, which is like fructooligosaccharides or inulin. Diet is extremely important. Sugar is the worst enemy of the digestive system because bad bacteria and yeast grow on sugar. They love sugar. You give sugar and you get the results. So, and then of course you have junk foods, you have French fries, ketchup and all that. And so to bring the immune system up and normalizing the flora, just taking probiotics and if you eat chocolate and all that, don't talk to me. So age, as you grow older, your intestinal flora composition goes down. So we don't talk too much about age, but that's a fact. And then the genes of the family gene. Here is just a picture of a balancing of between the good and the bad bacteria. So normally we should keep the good bacteria at a higher concentration than the bad bacteria so that the bad bacteria doesn't overgrow and control the digestive system. And what are probiotics? The definition of probiotics are live microorganisms which, when administered in adequate amounts, the word adequate is very important, confer a health benefit to the host. So using 1 or 2 billion of probiotic bacteria a day will not benefit you. We have 100 trillion bacteria. So we want to change that balance. How can we change the balance? So dosage is very important, and dosage for every person is different because the intestinal microflora of every human being is different. It's like a fingertip. So